The 400-meter hurdles has entered a new era. Femke Bol controls every step, while McLaughlin-Levrone destroys the field with ease. In this breakdown, we compare their performances and uncover what truly separates these two legends.
Jul åpnet noe hardt. Gianna Woodruff levd i USA, vokst opp i Santa Monica i den kommende OL-byen Los Angeles, men representerer Panama. Og så har vi Femke Bol tilbake, skal prøve å slå sin egen banerekord her i Stockholm, 52-27. Hun har allerede løpt 2 løp i år nede på 52-tallet og pleier å ha stigende formkurve. Her tredje beste kvinne gjennom tidene på distansen, tidligere verdensrekordholder Dalilah som vant i Oslo på torsdag med 53-34. Så har vi Ayomide Folorunso, født i Nigeria, representert Italia lenge, 28 år nå, pers på 53-89, løp 54-2 i Roma. Her Moa Granat, bare 20 år gammel, junior-europamester på distansen fra 2 år tilbake. Slo pers på onsdag, dagen før Bislett Games. Da var det bare 300-deler svakere enn det Jul løp på Bislett, så kan bli en nordisk duell her. Men Jul må time løpet sitt bedre enn hun gjorde. Og da skal vi merke oss et par tider. Ser ikke lett fra Tyskland innerst der. Vært nære pers mange ganger i år, har 54-86 som pers. Men Jul har pers på 54-68. VM-kravet er 54-65. Årsbeste 54-80. Det er de viktige tallene.
Femke Bol, en sann Stockholmsvenn, har vunnet 400 meter hekk på Diamond League-stevne i Stockholm de 4 siste gangene. Det har vært arrangert for sin 5. strake seier i Diamond League på Stockholm stadion. Dalilah og Femke Bol, 2 av de 4 i verden som har personlig rekord under 52 sekunder på distansen.
24-25 grader, det er bra, men det har vært litt vind i formiddags- og ettermiddagstimene. Hvordan er det akkurat nå?
Nei, det er roligere nå, spesielt ned i siste sving, så er det mindre fart i flagget. Får håpe det holder seg.
Jul har fått bane 2, kan være en liten utfordring. Der. Så gjelder det å finne åpningsfarten. Femke Bol er jo ikke noe monster de første hekkene. Løper likt med de andre her. Så skal hun komme inn i rytmen. Amalie Juel kjemper der borte i bane 2. Har vel fått en grei start. Se på dette elegante steget til Bol.
Snakket så vidt med Amalie før i dag om det kunne være en fordel å ha et løp i kroppen der og åpne litt for hardt og få en referanse på hva som er for tøff åpning.
Da skal Dalilah og Femke Bol få holde på med sitt ganske jevnt mellom de 2 store. Gjennom denne siste svingen så er det herfra ut. Femke Bol ofte gjør løpene sine. Skal det bli en kamp om den 3. pallplassen bak der. Amalie Juel henger med de i banene rundt seg. Utfordrer Femke Bol her. Dalilah, men så stiger det av gårde for den nederlandske stjernen og vinner til slutt ganske enkelt. Bedre løp av Amalie Juel bak der. Stevnerekord på Bol og hiver seg fram der. Amalie Juel, og det gjør hun antagelig under 55 sekunder. Da får vi enda et Amalie Juel løp ned på 54. Tror ikke det er VM-kravet. Uoffisielt 54-9.
Ja, VM-kravet 54-65, det holder vel hardt det.
Skal få den offisielle tiden etter hvert. Gianna Woodruff 53-99. Får se 53-tallet for første gang i år på 3. plass. Keleti og Amalie Juel. Keleti får 54-79. Amalie Juel får da ikke pers, men 54-84, 400-deler fra årsbeste og 1900-deler fra VM-kravet.
Ja, nytt solid løp og en 5. plass her gir greit med rankingpoeng.
Reiser jo litt kjæringa fra det som skjedde på Bislett.
Ja, et godt disponert løp og vel gjennomført i en vanskelig bane. Ikke noen fordel å ha bane 2.
Jeg titter ned på banen her, og smilet er mye bredere enn det var etter løpet på Bislett. Titter opp på resultatlista og konstaterer at nå begynner de å få så mye rankingpoeng at den VM-plassen kommer nok uansett.
Femke Bol, altså. Stevnerekord og 52-11. Det er et nytt rått løp av nederlandske jenter.
Fra en stjerne til en annen. Kanskje den største stjernen på Stockholm stadion, i og med at han er svensk.
Number 10 in the world ever at this event. Well, Clayton got a great cheer. McLaughlin-Levrone, I'm sure the Jamaican crowd will give her an equally good welcome. Superstar of our sport. Sian Salmon has shown that she's got incredible ability in this event. 52.97, under 53 seconds, which is real high up world class. That was last year in Zurich. Kathleen Peters, the Dutch athlete who's again just come from the World Indoors, where she helped the Dutch to gold medal in the 4x4 relay. She ran the third leg, handing over to Femke Bol, often the challenger to Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, and indeed a little while ago Dalilah Mohammed. So Mohammed on the inside in lane 2. We only have 7 athletes in this particular race. Wouldn't it be great to see Mohammed kind of rediscover some form of old in what she's already said is her final year?
It would be. So the last person to beat Sydney McLaughlin, and it took a world record to do it. The last 2 times she beat her world records. So you know what it takes to beat her. See what happens today.
So McLaughlin-Levrone in lane 5. Clayton and Knight, the 2 Jamaicans, in 6 and 7. Salmon also in 4. Sydney McLaughlin starts pretty quickly as expected, but Rochelle Clayton's holding her through the first hurdle, just maybe a meter or so, not even that. The 2 of them going down the back straight, almost stride for stride, although McLaughlin-Levrone just forging ahead down the back straight into 200 meters. Clayton going well, others just starting to falter a little bit. Salmon a long, long way back. Dalilah Mohammed trying to work hard in lane 2 to get on terms. Clayton doing a level best to hang on to the American here, but McLaughlin-Levrone doing what she does best. Clayton just faltered off that one. Dalilah Mohammed moving through in lane 2 as well, but they're a long, long, long way behind. McLaughlin-Levrone over the last hurdle. Storms on now, just watch the clock here. See what she's going to give us here in Kingston. 52.76. Mohammed with an excellent run in lane 2 to take 2nd spot. And others perhaps suffering from going out hard with the best in the business. Really, really strong performance. Okay, this is the result we expected. I thought Mohammed ran really well to come through in 2nd place. Not easy necessarily in lane 2. So the Americans getting a 1-2. Almost days of old there.
Yeah. Well, this is the fastest time ever run. She was going to get the fastest time ever run on Jamaican soil. Just outside of that, held by Rochelle Clayton, who's in this race. But Sydney's a special 400-meter hurdle runner. She alternates for 7 hurdles, running 14 strides between, which is pretty unheard of. You got to be moving to be able to do that. Coming home, she'll let her stride shorten up a little bit, but she was clear of the field. I was pretty sure she was going to take it easy in this first race, because early season, she knows she doesn't have to do much to win. And then she can try and put something down in that 400 tomorrow to secure the bag. But ultimately, at some point, I want to see her cross over with some of the faster women in the 4, you know?
It's a measure of her ability. There's so many women in the world would dream of running 52.76, and she could make that look workmanlike, with everyday performance, just easy, just comfortable. She was looking at the clock. I don't think she thought maybe she'd run a bit quicker.
It looked like a stroll.
The women's 400-meter hurdles is no longer just an event. It has become a stage for 2 contrasting forms of greatness, embodied by Femke Bol and Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. Their performances in Stockholm and Kingston offered not only dominant victories, but also a deeper insight into 2 distinct philosophies of racing that are redefining the discipline. In Stockholm, Bol delivered a performance built on precision and control. From the very first strides, her race unfolded like a perfectly calculated equation. While others reacted to the early aggression of Gianna Woodruff, Bol remained composed, trusting her rhythm. By the 4th hurdle, her stride pattern was already flawless. No stutter, no adjustment, just smooth, repeatable efficiency. Athletes like Dalilah Mohammed and Ayomide Folorunso relied on experience and race management. But against Bol's technical perfection, it simply wasn't enough. What makes Bol so unique is her ability to distribute effort evenly across all 10 hurdles. There is no visible surge, no panic phase, just sustained velocity and impeccable timing. In the final stretch, while others began to tighten and lose form, Bol looked almost untouched by fatigue. It wasn't just a win. It was a demonstration of total control over every phase of the race. In contrast, Kingston told a different story, one of raw authority and explosive dominance. McLaughlin-Levrone, making her seasonal debut, approached the race with a completely different energy. From the gun, there was a sense of inevitability. Her stride length, power between hurdles, and aggressive attack pattern immediately separated her from the field, including athletes like Gianna Woodruff and Roshan Clark. Clocking 52.76 seconds, the fastest ever recorded in April, McLaughlin-Levrone didn't just win, she overwhelmed the competition. Where Bol represents consistency and technical mastery, McLaughlin-Levrone brings an almost overwhelming physical superiority. Her hurdle clearance is sharper, her acceleration phases more explosive, and her ability to maintain speed under pressure is unmatched. The key difference between the two lies in how they control the race. Bol minimizes error to such an extent that she becomes untouchable through efficiency. McLaughlin-Levrone, on the other hand, maximizes advantage, pushing the pace so high that rivals are forced out of their comfort zones almost immediately. Yet both approaches lead to the same outcome: dominance. Bol's races feel like a gradual tightening of control, where the gap grows through precision. McLaughlin-Levrone's performances feel decisive from the start, where the race is effectively won before the final bend. This contrast is what makes the current era of the women's 400-meter hurdles so compelling. It's not just about times or medals, it's about styles. Bol represents the evolution of technical perfection, refining every detail to eliminate weakness. McLaughlin-Levrone represents the ceiling of athletic potential, pushing the boundaries of what seems physically possible. As the season progresses, the inevitable question grows louder. What happens when these two forces collide at their peak? Because while Stockholm and Kingston showcased their individual brilliance, the true story of this era will be written when precision meets power on the same track. And when that moment comes, the women's 400-meter hurdles may witness not just a race, but a redefinition of greatness.